Welcome to this tutorial on Copy-Item, one of the fundamental cmdlets in PowerShell for managing files and folders. Copy-Item allows you to duplicate files and directories from one location to another with ease. Whether you need to back up important documents, organize your file system, or automate file management tasks, Copy-Item is an essential tool in your PowerShell toolkit. Throughout this video, you'll learn the syntax, common parameters, and practical examples to help you master file and folder copying operations. Let's start with the basic syntax of Copy-Item. The cmdlet requires two main parameters, path and destination. The path parameter specifies the source location of the file or folder you want to copy. The destination parameter specifies where you want to copy the item to. This simple structure makes Copy-Item intuitive to use. You use the dash symbol before each parameter name, followed by the path enclosed in double quotes. This fundamental pattern forms the basis of all Copy-Item operations you'll perform. Now let's look at a practical example of copying a single file. Here we're using Copy-Item to copy a file named report.txt from the C:\documents folder to C:\backup. Notice that we specify the full path, including the file name in both the path and destination parameters. The backtick character at the end of the first line is PowerShell's line continuation character, which allows us to write the command across multiple lines for better readability. When you run this command, PowerShell will create an exact copy of report.txt in the backup folder. You can also copy a file directly into an existing directory without specifying the new file name. In this example, we're copying report.txt to the C:\backup folder. Notice that the destination path ends with a backslash, which tells PowerShell that backup is a directory, not a file name. When you use this approach, PowerShell automatically keeps the original file name, so the file will be copied as report.txt inside the backup folder. This method is convenient when you want to maintain the original file name and simply move the file to a different location. To copy an entire folder, including all its subfolders and files, you need to use the Recurse parameter. In this example, we're copying the entire projects folder from C:\projects to C:\backup/projects. The Recurse parameter tells PowerShell to go through the folder structure recursively, copying everything inside. Without this parameter, Copy-Item would only create an empty folder at the destination. This is extremely useful for backing up entire project directories or migrating folder structures from one location to another while preserving the complete hierarchy. PowerShell supports wildcards in the path parameter, allowing you to copy multiple files that match a specific pattern. In this example, we use an *.txt wildcard pattern to copy all text files from the documents folder to the backup folder. The asterisk is a wildcard character that matches any number of characters. So this command will find every file with a .txt extension and copy them all to the destination. This is incredibly useful when you need to copy multiple files of the same type without specifying each one individually. You can use various wildcard patterns to match different file naming conventions. By default, if a file already exists at the destination, PowerShell will prompt you to confirm whether you want to overwrite it. To bypass this confirmation and automatically overwrite existing files, you can use the force parameter. In this example, adding the force parameter tells PowerShell to overwrite any existing report.txt file in the backup folder without asking for confirmation. This is particularly useful in automated scripts where you can't interact with prompts, or when you know you want to replace older versions of files with newer ones. Be careful when using force, as it will overwrite files without warning. Let's review the most commonly used parameters with Copy-Item. Recurse allows you to copy folders and all their contents, including subfolders. Force enables you to overwrite existing files without prompting for confirmation. Filter lets you specify a file pattern to copy only files that match certain criteria. And Exclude allows you to skip specific files or patterns during the copy operation. Understanding these parameters gives you fine-grained control over your copy operations. You can combine multiple parameters in a single command to achieve exactly the behavior you need for your file management tasks.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.